Hey guys, sorry if it's really noisy. My beta's in this tank. I have a lot of crap over there I'm trying to clear out. I've been rearranging, I've been focused, I've been doing all I can. I've got a bubbler. I took the light out temporarily until this thing can clear up. I still have a very cloudy tank. You can at least, guys, see the bottom now without a flash on, so that's good. I got water up here still, like down here. My brother wants me to put him in the tank, but I can't. I'm waiting to see how clear this tank is going to be. I know they need this kind of cloudyish tank because of the fact they're bottom feeders, and you can see them eating now, I think. Here, I'm not going to be silly. I'm going to actually get down here and see if you can see him. See the one with the little black thing coming out of his face? Or not his face, but out of his shell. That's his mouth. He's sucking up stuff. There's a couple of them eating now, and I think it's beautiful that they're getting food. Some of them, of course, this is what I like to call a stock tank, so some of them won't be in here forever. In a few months, I'm going to check them. I've already calculated how many months I'm going to wait. It's about 4, and I'm going to check then and check if there's size. And I can even go back on my YouTube channel and just see my old videos of like from, right now when it started. And see like what they look like. I want to get my phone down in there again like I did before, but I'm not going to be able to because it's too dark. You wouldn't see anything. But now this is looking a lot more like river water from what I've seen. So I think it's pretty awesome. It is cleaning the tank, and that's awesome. I got me a filter. I can't, Aqueon, whatever it is. That's the filter I used, and it's the Flow 10, or 10 Flow. I got it today. My grandmother was kind enough to help me get it because I've spent so much on this tank and setup that trying to get it right, that it was expensive just for me to get it now. It's not an expensive thing. It's only 12 something, but online at Petco. But when I went to PetSmart, it was 17 something, so it was nearly 20 bucks. So that's why I'm just like, ugh. That's why I don't really like PetSmart. It costs too much to get anything at PetSmart. But they're eating right now. They're happy. I'm happy that they're happy. I am still going to use this Java Moss because I do need something in my other tank. When I get my prawn started, I am going to add water to that every so often, but from afar, I guess the tank doesn't look too terribly bad. You can see stuff floating up and around still with some of the Java Moss, because I put Java Moss in there when I had the ghost shrimp, but when they died, I couldn't do that, so I pulled it out, and there's still pieces floating, little floaties, but I'll put the light back in, I think, once the tank gets completely clean. The light hasn't gone on to tell me to change the filter yet, so my tank wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it is clearing up. When it does get clean, like really crystal clear, if it will ever get that way, I have their food to put some back in because they do require some. And I also added some of the veggie pellets. They are veggie pellets, but they have calcium, and they've also got other stuff in there too. So I'm giving them, I just sprinkled a few in those, not very much, because I know that I have to supplement them because of the fact they're in a habitat instead of out in the real world, like wild. So it's mainly algae, as you can tell. Like, I'll show you up close. And then there's like some of those little pellets. I don't think you can see that though. My phone doesn't focus properly. Yes, I'm recording on an iPhone. Okay, sue me. There we go. There's some in there. I just kind of shake it around. Oh, you can see me. Hi. But anyways, so I'm trying my best to be a good fish mama. It's hard, especially when this isn't like your first tank, but you haven't had one in like years. And sometimes, and I know the rocks at the bottom are not proper for these things, these clams. It can break their shell. But for now, until I can get my sand substrate, I'm getting sand, but I'm getting it from the National Geographic brand. Reason being is because in my eyes, I see it as they know what they're doing because they record this stuff for like animals in the wild and they know. So they would better know how to put like to get aquarium sand, in my opinion. I don't know if that's just me being silly, but I think so. Because they do it for a living. They go out in the wild and they have pictures taken and they go in the ocean, so they have the information and they've been doing it for years. So that's why I think it'd be better if I just got it from their brand.